YouTube? I am back, and today I have something really special for you guys. I have the iPhone XS Max in gold. So let's go ahead and check this guy out. I already set it up at the Apple Store, and I did have a screen protector put on, so that's why it looks like that when you see it. But right out of the box, you get your Designed by Apple in California, and inside of this is just going to be your hello and your stickers and your startup guide. Nothing too major, but let's talk about the main attraction. Let's talk about the iPhone. So I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to put him to the side just for a second. Let's talk about what you get in the box. You get your power brick, you get your lightning headphones, and you get your lightning cable. One thing that is confirmed now is you do not get that lightning to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack adapter anymore. Hasn't been a big deal for me because I've been on wireless headphones for about 4 years now. So I really didn't miss it much when they took out the headphone jack. But for those of you who are still using analog headphones, you know, if you really need one, you can pick one up at the Apple Store for about $9. But let's go ahead and talk about the iPhone itself. As you can see, it is this gorgeous, gorgeous gold. It's such a kind of a low-key gold that it's not in your face, but that combination of the gold with the stainless steel around the side is just absolutely beautiful. Videos and pictures do not do this phone justice when it comes to the color. You just got to see one in person. It is just absolutely beautiful. Let's talk about some of the features real quick. You get your 6.5-inch Retina display. It's a Super Retina HD display. You got your dual 12-megapixel cameras in the back, and you have your 7-megapixel front-facing camera that does the Face ID and emojis, all that stuff. And then you have your A12 Bionic chip, which is the new chip that's in the iPhones across the board from the iPhone XS to the iPhone XR. And then you get a 2-meter water resistance for about 30 minutes. Not that anyone's going to go swimming with their brand new iPhone, but if you feel that you want to go swimming with your iPhone, you could. Just get out of the water in 30 minutes. And then, of course, it has wireless charging. It comes in 64, 256, and 512, which is absolutely insane. 512 gigs is a lot of storage. It's got a 2688 by 1242 pixel resolution at 458 ppi, which is really insanely cool, honestly. And of course, you get your 3D touch. And let's talk about the thing that everybody loves to talk about when new iPhones come out is battery life. So, being the iPhone XS Max, you can assume that you're probably going to get better battery life out of it. So, Apple quotes that you're supposed to get about 1.5 hours longer than the iPhone X, which may or may not be true. I'll have to do some testing. It's only been an hour since I've had this phone, so I can't really accurately tell you that. But you should be getting about 25 hours of talk time, 13 hours of internet, 15 hours of video playback, and 65 hours of audio playback. And it's fast charge capable, so that's great. I really do wish Apple would have just given us a fast charger. I mean, considering that this phone is almost $1,200 after tax, I would expect them to give me a fast charging adapter, or at least everything be fast charging. But I already have a fast charger for my iPhone X, so something to look forward to maybe in the next iPhone is possibly getting that fast charging in the box. But other than that, let's talk about some of the other features with that A12 Bionic chip. If you guys noticed how quickly these apps are opening, so let's go ahead and pop open settings again. But do you see how quick that's opening back to the page that I was on? It's remarkably quicker than the iPhone X even, and it's just the performance has been boosted. And I think this is a classic iPhone upgrade when it comes to the S upgrades, because it's a lot of internal spec boosts, not necessarily something aesthetic other than that new color, but the internal specs are just off the chart for this one. And I think one of the coolest features that you get with iOS 12 and these new iPhones is Measure using ARKit, which is actually super cool. So let's go ahead and put that box out there, and basically you're going to move your phone around, let it calibrate, and then you can pick a point and move it across and hit another point. It's about 7 inches. I've been running iOS 12 since that beta 1, so I can tell you with pretty good, confidence that these measurements are very accurate. I've done manual measurements to confirm what the iPhone was telling me, and it's very, very close. It's maybe off by a fraction of an inch or so, but that's just because of the depth, and computers can't necessarily pick up exactly that depth perfectly. So it's really accurate, but it's not perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect unless you pull out a tape measure and measure it yourself. Other than that, let's talk about the camera. The front-facing camera is that still 7 megapixels. It'll still record the rear camera in 4K at 60 frames per second. And it will do stereo sound, which is something really, really cool, especially for a YouTuber like me. When I go ahead and use this using my DJI gimbal, it's going to be really cool to have that stereo sound that wasn't available on the previous generations of the iPhone. Like I said, I think this is a beautiful phone. I think it's a great upgrade. I think if you are holding on to your iPhone 10 and you don't really know if you need to upgrade or not, it all depends on if you are a tech geek and you love that internal spec bump, or if you're on the iPhone upgrade program and you're considering keeping the phone. It's all up to you, but I think this is a classic S upgrade when it comes to Apple, because it's a lot of, like I said, a lot of internal spec bumps, not a lot of aesthetic bumps. And I'm expecting the new redesign to be next year. So I hope you really liked this video. I hope you liked my quick look at the iPhone XS Max, and I will definitely get back to you guys with a full-on review after about a month or so that way I can give you guys an accurate idea of how the battery life is, if the performance has slowed down once I load all my apps onto it, and stuff like that. But I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.